So guys, as you can probably all tell, this will be a very different video to what I've ever done, to be fair. Really, I've not done a video ever me being really open on camera, should I say, sorry, and it's quite hard for me to put into words why I'm doing this video. It's not for views, it's not for subs, it's not for attention, it's not for anything of the sort, really. It's just for my fans, really, that obviously support me and you know, constantly just love my channel, and love me, I suppose, really, if you want to say so. But it's also for anyone else as well that goes through some stuff as well, because this video is like my journey for the last couple of months, where it's been pretty, for me, shocking, because I've had some pretty dramatic, just shit going on that I've just not really been talking about, to be fair, really. I'm just been really quiet, to be fair, myself, and not really come out about it, because I didn't know how to really say it. And also, I apologise if I got a bit of a mess. I'm just trying to go to bed after a stream at, like, I think, like, 1 in the morning, and I'm goosed. And I got flipping, like, watery eyes to make some say I'm a bit emotional, because I'm just lucky, that's all, to obviously have a fan base that I can talk and obviously address things to, and just let people know I am okay. I am okay. I'm not like, I'm not like down and stuff, but I'm just like, it's hard to describe, to be fair. You might understand a bit more when I get into detail, but this video also will give people a bit more of an inside out of me, really, from the outside, not from YouTube, but just this is like my proper self being open about things, because I said before, this certain thing is, to me, too personal to usually talk about to people, but I thought, because obviously I do get asked a lot about other things, like, about being sad and stuff. I was like, you know what, I should probably do a video then to explain, just explain stuff, really. And also, a bit ago as well, I did a stream where I did mention some of this stuff as well in a stream, and everyone was like shocked. They didn't know what to say, to be fair. That's why I didn't read my chat at one time, because I was just going through a bit of a breakdown on stream, which I've never done before, to be fair, but it just happened at the moment. It just did. But yeah, so basically, I would say this event took between in September to probably about March. I'm not too sure on the actual dates and stuff, but basically, I had a friend, and she was simply incredible to me. She also, as well, quickly, she didn't die, but she was incredible to me, completely, more than I would say most people have ever treated me before. She treated me like an absolute, I don't even know, just, I don't know how to describe it. It was so touching to me to be treated this way before, because I never had someone ever be this nice to me at all. Like, she would do immaculate things for me. She would go out her own way when she was busy sometimes, just to FaceTime me, just to make sure I'm okay. And she would always message me every single day, constantly, just to see if I'm okay. And I would do too, because obviously, so before we got that close, it was like beyond terms of being a couple. We weren't a couple as well, by the way. We didn't become like boyfriend and girlfriend, just to clarify. But the way it ended off for me was this bad and just hurtful to me, because I've been hurt before in the past with obviously people in my life and stuff, and it just got to the point where it's hurt me that bad, and I'm just used to it now, probably being hurt and stuff. It's like now I hate on YouTube. I don't care if like people hate on me. It doesn't really bother me. Like, anyone can hate anyone. It's open to anyone's opinion. People obviously won't like my content or like me in general. Who knows? But say before, when you get hurt to a certain degree, whether it's, I don't know, your girlfriend breaking up with you, or your boyfriend, or you lost a family member, or something bad has happened that's put you in a really bad mood or does upset you. It affects you so badly. It really does. You just don't tend to really think straight on how to get over it, really, to be fair. Like, I've obviously had depression and still do to this day, sadly. Not surprised. And like, I would try and drink it away sometimes, which I tried to do with this girl obviously one time, and it ended up me being an absolute numpty. Literally, I weren't drunk, but what happened was I was sober, and obviously in the morning when I woke up, I was just crying because I didn't know what to do with my life anymore. I got to a point where I was like, I don't know what to even do because I felt so shit about just everything. I felt like I had nothing there, and I felt like I had completely no one around me to support me and stuff. But obviously, I was just going from those phases where you just start talking absolute garbage out your ass, and you're like, just just take a breather and calm down, because otherwise it becomes one of those things where you just lose the plot. Like, say far, I rarely get drunk though. I don't even get drunk, to be fair. Really, I would drink an absolute ton and not be drunk, but just that one night it just killed me. But what happened was, I met this girl obviously in year 7, which obviously to a couple of people who might not know, or anyone who don't know, it's the first year of your secondary school or high school. And she was, I think, in my form. I can't remember. She might have been. She's in my year either way, and I known her since for 7 years. And after prom in 2016, I think it was, I basically thought I would never see her again, and to me that didn't really affect me as much because we were never this close ever. We weren't close at all, really, to be fair, until obviously what happened, which we'll get to. But I was saying, but because obviously with reasons and stuff, we eventually got close again at some point. We just started talking and stuff after a year or so. When I was still talking, I was in college to her. But then this year, no, sorry, back in the last year, we would talk quite a lot, like every single day for a whole year. I think it was something like that. Just constantly talking every single day, when we both get time to. Just whether it was quick or a couple hours replied, it was either way. One of us would at least text each other first thing whenever we wake up, and obviously as well say night to each other at the same time. Like, it was crazy. I got so many screenshots and videos of me sharing moments with her, and screenshots of just me talking about her to people, or just her, to be fair, really, just and how incredible she was to me. Because I've lost it now. It simply breaks me, because, as I said before, I didn't think ever I would do. I would doubt sometimes, obviously, maybe I might have that one or two fallouts and stuff, but I never thought, like, I got told by her numerous times I would never lose her, like, at all, as a friend or best friend, and I did. Like, it's just how people are sometimes. And this event obviously ended, I think, as I said before, about March. I can't really like the exact date, but it just crumbled. Like, we went out, I remember one night, to a nightclub in my town, and this is an old true story. And what happened was, at that point, I had feelings for her, and I was like really, really strong about it and just playing it cool. I weren't annoyed, obviously, asking about stuff and everything. And basically, what happened was, this is what really annoyed me. We were drinking and stuff. I was fine. I weren't drunk, but she was drunk though. So obviously, I had to just look after her. This was about, I think, 2 in the morning, I think, and we were on the top floor, and two lads approached her on the top floor, and one of them started talking to her and actually knew her. The other one didn't know her. He was just an absolute arsehole. And obviously they were just dancing and stuff, and I didn't really pay much attention, to be fair, until I saw the guy who knew her take a bit advantage of her, to be fair, but just be like touching her up and stuff, and like just not being respectful to her at all. He would just look to just being a bit forceful with stuff, like trying to like force a hug and a kiss and asking her to do this and that, and it was horrible to see. As her best friend, to see that right in front of her on a night out, it was horrendous. It was crap. But to cut the story short, though, in the end, obviously I confronted him about it, and obviously said I would obviously take it outside if I needed to. So then his mate jumped in as well. I was like, oh my god. So I obviously had to back away, otherwise, because I would have been twatted as usual. It's just before it would have been bad for me to end up. So I had to, because obviously I'm not mature enough that I've grown up now. I did the right thing for it, which I went to the security guard, and obviously because the music was too loud, he couldn't hear me. I had to go on my phone and type on my bloody notes about some geezer threatening me and shit, which he did. He threatened me pretty bad, to be fair. He said he'd come and kill my family, and like obviously said knock me out and all this crap, and just started threatening me, and just it's horrible. Basically got abused pretty bad. So obviously the bouncer or the security guard kicked him out, and obviously I felt pretty. I won't say unsafe, but I felt unsafe for her because she didn't know what the hell she was doing. She was that drunk, she was goners. So obviously I tried to like get her out at the back of the exit, and they wouldn't mind at first, but I think the head security guard that was on the yard didn't allow us to get out of the back, so we had to go outside the front of the club, and obviously with them two being kicked out, they were outside the front of the club. So it was one of those situations where you're like, shit, we just gotta go for it, don't we? So obviously we did and stuff, and we confronted them again. Like they confronted me too fair, really, but obviously in the end they both left us alone, thank God. But I could not stand there for 1 minute just to see her be taken advantage of. Because as I said before, I looked after her so well. Like there is literally no one out there, I guarantee, could have done a better job than I did on that night. Because as I said before, it was a night out. Everyone loves to get pissed, and because obviously the way it did, I just didn't really feel like getting pissed that night, and I'm kind of glad, to be fair, to realise now I'm happy I didn't, because otherwise, God knows I would no idea what would have happened that night if I didn't do anything at all, but I did. And then also another night as well this year in January, on my birthday as well, went clubbing again, and same thing kind of happened again though, but obviously it weren't boys this time. It was just she got drunk too bad, like just very badly, and this event scared the living hell out of me. I didn't. It's kind of put me off, too fair, going out too fair now with people, because so before I know people can control themselves when they drink if they just don't drink stupidly. But she drank so much, so she drank a bottle of wine before she came out, and also as well I met her before as well on the actual day as well on my birthday. Like she got me a card and stuff. I went to go see her at work because I went to surprise her at work, because obviously she told me that she'll meet me up in the area. So I was like, I'll go to her work then surprise because she works in a cafe. So obviously we did that, and then went for dinner with Wetherspoons and stuff, and then obviously the night out was obviously on my birthday as well again. So on this other one, we basically did the same thing. Went to Wetherspoons, got a bit, I won't say drunk. I wasn't drunk, obviously. I said before I don't get drunk easily. But she got drunk already because so far that bottle of wine killed her. Before she even came up, she didn't tell me though until afterwards, and we had these massive jugs of like alcohol and stuff, and drunk them. Then went to a nightclub, and then I'd say probably about about 3:45 in the morning we left, and she wanted to go to McDonald's, and it was still open obviously because McDonald's is always open and stuff. So we obviously went to McDonald's and stuff, and before we got there, we were on the main road going towards Mackey's and stuff, and there was a back alley where I go near my work. It was actually quite close to my workplace as well as McDonald's, and she's told me she didn't really feel like too stable. So I was like, right, I'll just like hold your hand or just like keep you up just in case you wanna just like me to just walk you around without you falling over and stuff. So say before, just look after her. So I did, and then obviously, as you can probably all gather now, she did in fact collapse on me completely. She just gave up, she just gave away basically onto me, and I didn't know what to do. So I was like, right, I just gotta try and get her to somewhere that I can just ring someone just to help me out a teddy bit, or just get some advice what to do. Because she thought she just passed out completely on me, and this is in the back alley, about I think like 6 minutes away from my kids, and I was already sober myself. So obviously my feet felt like nothing, but my body and my head were fine, but my feet felt like jelly. So obviously I had to try and do something. So I put her on my shoulders, carried her to McDonald's, and she eventually woke up, and I was like, oh, thank God. So we tried to, what was it, we ordered nuggets to share, and then she like started being sick and like just absolutely give away, like full on give away when you're proper drunk. She just drunk too much that night. It fucked her, and I felt like proper worried for her. I was like, my hammer going like that, my leg was going mad as usual because I got like some sort of like nerve in my leg where I like when I get not when I get nervous sometimes, but when I get like a bit like anxious about something, like it just starts twitching my leg. I can't control it. It's not just straightforward. It's horrible. So when I play drive as well, it's the same thing. But so we obviously ordered McDonald's and stuff. And then obviously, so before, with the whole puke thing, she basically gave away on me, and I was like, oh no. And she on the floor, so I had to get one of the assistants to help me out with her to call an ambulance because so far she drunk that much, she just completely had a bloody blackout, and I was like, oh my God. I was literally worrying for her parents. I was like, shit. Didn't know a passcode for her phone, so what happened was we obviously rang the ambulance and stuff and all that. They came, and somehow one of the bloody McDonald's, was it McDonald's? McDonald's staff, I think, guessed the password or just like swiped him on somehow unlocked the bloody phone. So obviously we rang her mum and stuff, and got her to come down to come help us and probably take her home, which did in the end. And so before, I was literally thinking she died. I was cracking. I was literally bricking it. It was the most scariest atmosphere to be in. On my birthday as well. Like, just couldn't even make it anymore clear. Like, it was horrible. Like, my 19th was completely ruined because my best friend, I thought we were going to die. I was like, crap. Like, I just didn't know what to do. I was, as I said before, I was just bricking it. Completely bricking it. And then ends up what was it? Anxiety attack on the bloody floor. Oh my God. I got worked up that much about it. I just couldn't even breathe, and it was one of the worst nights I would ever even imagine. I just couldn't sleep that night at all. I was breaking down so much. I came back in the ambulance because I couldn't afford a taxi because I went all out on my birthday, obviously, as you would do. And you have to take me back, obviously. And this is about 5:30 in the morning on a Saturday night, I think it were. And it just say it fuck me. But what happened was, though, say for a couple of months down the line, we still met each other and stuff. But cut the story short, obviously a girlfriend obviously got probably, I would say jealous, to be fair, that I would obviously treat her girlfriend, my best friend, more than her. Like, I treated her so much better than her. She was a proper bitch, not to be mean to her, but she was a proper bitch. She would literally kick off by just either her messaging me first or me messaging her first. She literally did not like the fact that she was talking to me at all. She hated it. She did not like it at all. And obviously this is why I think still to this day that she pushed her away completely and just manipulated her so much just to hate me now. She don't hate me though, she don't hate me my friend, but we just don't talk, that's all anymore, and it hurts me completely. Like, I'm just I don't deserve it, to be fair, because as I said before, I did so much to this girl, and the fact that I known her for that long, and obviously the way we were and stuff, and how it all planned out, it just fucked me. Like, if I could do anything, I would do, but the fact that I can't because obviously a girlfriend's just an absolute fucking arsehole. It just, before, it just fucks me. It's just how people are sometimes. They don't understand how people can be with each other. You just say for you trust someone that much to say for back up the words and they completely turn on you. Or tell people to be fair and just like change how they think about you. It's horrible. I don't get why people do it. Like say for I did that much, I must have been stupid to just know it was gonna happen at some point. I think everyone can probably gather that to be fair now. It was inevitable. It was gonna happen at some point. And so far I was dreading the day when it was gonna happen and it did. And that day when I found out that she was just I suppose not won't say done talking to me, but she did say obviously she will miss me and stuff and all that lot, and that she was gonna, probably never see me ever again. It just something thought it hurt me so much. I just hated it, man. I just hated it because before I loved her so much. That's what hurts me so much. As I said before, the feelings don't matter, but like the fact that she was like my happiness in my life for several months, constantly just urging me on just to be the best I can possibly be each and every single day, and I lost it. It hurts. Is what I mean, man. I don't. It's just those memories, man. Though that's what I hate about it. The amount of memories and everything I did for it, and then I just get it thrown back at me. It is horrible, horrible. And as I said before, it probably wasn't her. It probably wasn't her, but it's because of the fucking girlfriend. I hate it. Like as I said before, I always try to like be the best person I possibly can be, and make every single person's life that comes into my stream or anyone like that just happy, and just make them just feel like they have to live for something. Literally, I just hate it. I absolutely hate it completely. There is not one person who comes to my stream I mistreat differently because of whoever they are. I treat everyone the same. I don't discriminate anyone. I don't judge anyone. I don't say for I've learned my lessons from growing up, and that's what you tend to do when you grow up. You don't say for you don't do stuff when you're a kid. When you become an adult, you know when you're an adult because yes, that's when you start taking responsibility for your actions. Like it was like me with obviously the whole footballing thing with the club thing. I personally think I did the right thing, and obviously a family told me in the end I did the right thing as well for her, and they were grateful for it. But the fact that I've lost her, it hurts me so much, and that's what's been on my mind for so many months. Just every single night, the memories, the memories. I hate it. Like I could literally like a piece of paper and write so many pages of memories that are just fresh in my mind. I know so much. It's like, what's it called? If I talk, what's it called? When you take a picture, I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's even called. I'm losing the plot. But the memories, man, it's what it is. That's why I always try and say to people, like, if you are feeling happy about stuff, and just make sure you make the most of it. Otherwise, when you obviously don't have it there anymore for you, it hurts you like mad. Say I apologize for crying. I don't obviously agree with crying on camera, but it's just this thing that's on because before no one understood how much she meant to me as what she was. No one, no one, and the fact that obviously I've lost her, it's painful. It's so painful. I can't put into words. I really can't. There's nothing that can put into words about it at all. It's I just don't know. Obviously, I've moved on a bit, but 24, it's still, you can all gather, it's still there. It's still, I don't try to think about it, to be fair, because obviously I don't talk to him, and I'm obviously blocked, and all the usual things that happen to people. All the good people get blocked and shit, as usual, get mistreated, it's horrible. It is. But, it's what it is, though. But, say for, I just try to take my mind off just by doing streams or videos or just getting out of the house and doing anything I can just to get off my mind. But it's just it, when you obviously go for mental health as well, though, it just fucks with it so much. It does. It fucks with it so much. I'm not being suicidal of it, obviously. It's just stupid being suicidal, but it just makes you so depressed. Like, I've been in points before in my life where I feel suicidal about shit. When I was in school, being bullied and crap, but when you come to certain things like this, when it's so sensitive to you, and obviously you've known for so long, and obviously done so much for you. Like, I've got cards, I've got, like, I don't know, presents. I've got literally so much shit that I just got from it, and I just know if I look at it or anything, it just goes back to square one. The flipping cycle of cries, or whatever you call it. I don't know what it's called, but I said before, that's why I'm always grateful. This is why I'm always grateful for any sort of support or any sort of like message in my chat where it's like, oh my god, keep up the good work, Claudia, or like, I don't know, does anything. Like, I'm very grateful for anything because, say, for I'm not perfect, I'm not like, I'm not this, I'm not that, but I try my best to do what I can and do the best I can possibly do for anyone. But sometimes people just shit on you completely. I apologize. I apologize for the language, but I just when I go on a bit of a mad one, sometimes I just lose it. But good things come to an end, though, boys. Sadly, and for me, I lost the best thing that I would probably say kept me going for quite a while. So before, the happiness thing was just crazy. Like, I didn't expect to ever be in a position where I was so close to this girl and felt so lucky because no other guy would have ever had the opportunity to do that, but I did, and it was great. Like, I would just love to go see her, give her a hug, and spend time with her. But to obviously what's happened now, it's gone. So we move on. But yeah, I think that's probably the best way to close down the video because I don't want to really say too fair. There's a lot more I could go into, but I just don't want to ramble on and be boring because, as I said before, I just don't want to like seem like it's just for attention because it's not. No one understands when you get so close to somebody and then they're just not there anymore. It's like losing a family member. That's horrible. Whether it's due to say for diseases and stuff or anything like that, and you lose someone in your life, whether it's a friend or family member, I said before, or pet or anything, it crumbles you. Literally, just your mind cannot control the emotions for it. It can't handle it. No one can handle it. That's why every time someone say for lose someone, you always feel inside like I won't see him again, and that's when the memories come back, and I hate it. I really do. As much as I miss them and stuff and miss her, like I'll never forget it. I really won't because before, like her girlfriend just like probably just down to the fact it was just jealousy probably, and she just couldn't handle the fact that I was just in her life really, and it was just one of those things. Like she could have cut off like what was it cut off so many people, but why do it? Like why me? Like there's other people that's mistreated her before in the past. Like I remember one time I stuck up for her before, and I didn't need to, but I did. Like she was crying her eyes out because of her old girlfriend broke up with her, and she had no one else to talk to. So I was like, right, I'm not having her being upset because of a girlfriend. And I would constantly tell her that she was like being suicidal and like very, very stupid with obviously the stuff she was saying to me. I didn't like it. It was quite crap to be in at that moment in time, but I just say for I got her back on her feet just about. But she was loving life when we were just out. She always told me that she always enjoyed seeing me and loved the company and everything like that. And then obviously with Christmas and everything, that was the best. Because I thought got to spend Christmas with her, which was great. But you know, gone now, so shattered it. But yeah, boys. And well, anyone who's watching this video, I don't think people will get to this part of the video. To be fair, really. If you do, thank you. But I don't see it. It'd be probably too long a video, but it just before I just want people to just realise how bad people can honestly make people feel because of stuff and make people feel so not wanted and stuff and everything. I hate it. But yeah, obviously with the whole pandemic as well still going on. It's crazy. This world today is so like it's mad. It really, really is mad. Looking at it from a perspective view of a teenager who's basically, I won't say jobless, but I've got a bit of a job, but just crap life to be fair at the moment. It's not going really my way, and I want to change it. I want to come back, and I want to come back stronger, and I want to just rebuild myself. I want to do that really bad. But we'll see what happens, I suppose, really. Oh my god, my voice. But yeah, so for all good people, thank you so much for watching today's video. Not asking for likes, not asking for subs, not asking for anything. Just therefore, it's not for that, but just make sure, before, just watch out for yourselves. Don't get too attached to people, and try not to believe believe everything that people say to you, because therefore it can always mean something to you, but not to them. So you gotta be careful sometimes with trust issues on that, to be fair, really. But yeah. So before, boys, it's been your boy, and I will see you all